Hey, what's up, everyone? Hopefully, everyone is doing okay. Oh my gosh, that's really funny. Hopefully, everyone's doing okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here at the 6 o'clock. That is 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time stream. Hopefully, everyone's doing okay. Thank you, Christopher Kraft, coming in with the first comment of the day. 90K. Yes, we just hit recently 90,000 subscribers. That's nuts. That's amazing. It's to the point where I'm numb, and I'm so appreciative because think about this. So many people tuning in to watch, so many people continuing to make the channel grow. It's just amazing. It's overwhelming. 90,000 is immense, and 100,000 is very close by. My goal was to reach it before the end of the year. Let me tell you something. I think we're gonna break that, which is nuts. If you go back like almost 6 months back, checked in the video description. I put hopefully I hit 100,000 by the end of the year 2020. Look at this. We're already in June and we have 10,000 more to go, which is crazy. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm confident. And then we have more goals after that. So such cool stuff. Hopefully everyone's doing great. Okay. And yeah, so awesome. Always want to shout everyone out. Just a word to everyone. I try to say hi to everyone. I try to say hi to as many people as possible and answer your questions. Never think that I'm ignoring you. When 100 people get on here at the same time, or even when 50 are on here at the same time, get a little tricky to get to everyone. But I try to get to new people. I try to get to as many as possible. But a good way to make sure that I say hello is Super Chat. Super Chat's a great way to support the channel and a great way to get recognized in the chat when sometimes things get lost. So thank you so much. Where are you tuning in from? I'm already seeing people from all over just telling me that they're from Nashville, Tennessee. Awesome. Very, very cool. Thank you, Blade. Blade says, you have a great voice narrating your videos. Well, thank you. You have a great voice. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. I have a Lucy video I'm watching over here, talking to you guys over here. All good stuff. Hey, Michael. Thumbs up to Sally. 5 thumbs up. Look at that. By the way, there's a lime in there, so yeah. Just so people know. Pablo Solis from Argentina. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Buenas tardes, right? Because in Argentina it's like night. It's what? 4 to 5 hours ahead. So it's probably like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Yo también sé español. Yes. So very, very cool. Washington, D.C. Look at that. Across the country. The moon. You are the farthest, Don. Definitely the farthest. Denver, Colorado. Las Vegas, not too far, but tuning in far enough. So that's cool. That's awesome. Usually the topic is in the description of the video, so just always check that out. Today, it's very free form. Ask me, discuss. We're going to talk about the shows that I cover. It's very free form. Lately, I've been doing more of a structured, like, hey, let's talk about the audience. Let's talk about the camera system. Let's talk about where it was filmed, things like that. Today's more free form, just more relaxed, just more see where the conversation goes, see if we want a longer, shorter stream. We'll go from there. It's 11 p.m. Wow. Very, very cool. Yes, you have the same cups. I just picked up a cup. It's just clear and yep. Ava from Jersey. New Jersey, I'm guessing, right? Do you guys just say Jersey? You don't say New Jersey? I don't know. I've seen New Jersey in person. I was in New York and I saw you guys across the way, but I didn't go in. I wonder if I would have been let in. Probably. Hey, Mike. Glad you tuned in for the live stream. Awesome. Ooh, great question from Pablo asking favorite Three Stooges short. I love Cash and Carry. That's the one where the Stooges live in like a junkyard and then they run into this poor family that occupies their house and then they go in and find out that there's a treasure and they go dig and they're digging. Like, I love treasure hunting type films, like, or movies and any theme like that. Anything Egypt. Stooges, I love the Egypt theme ones. I also love, like I said, treasure hunting, anything like that. I just find it fun. When it's silly, obviously, I think that's fun. The I Love Lucy, the uranium hunting, that's like a hunt, right? And so that's great. And then by the end, they dig into the bank vault of the U.S. Treasury. It's great. It's ridiculous, but it's pretty funny. Let me see here. Star Trek, I have started to cover the original. I was going to say the original generation, the original series. We'll get more into that in the future. How high is up? You might have to remind me about that one, but yes, how high is up? Hello, Dorothy. Nice to see you. Richard, love you guys as well. Thank you so much, Richard Andrada. Yeah, sometimes I'm telling you guys, some people I've heard say, "Hey, what's with you watching like DVDs and stuff?" And I'm like, you know what? The DVDs have everything that you want. So, yeah. Let's see. Chat is going so quickly, which is great. It means a lot of you are on here, and that's great. It's always awesome. Oh. Okay. There we go. Lost my place here. Let me catch up here. Oh yeah, so Laurel and Hardy, Mr. Like Cats, I'm surprised you haven't, I'm just moving my chair. I'm surprised you haven't checked out my Laurel and Hardy video. I put like the 5 reasons why they're like the best, the epic. And I haven't gotten into their movies yet. That's something I want to do. I feel like the tone of Laurel and Hardy is very different. It's more slow paced and stuff. And so you have to be kind of in the mood to see it, in the mood to kind of enjoy it and so forth. And so, yeah, that's something that I'll get to. Anthony Bomberry coming in with the first donation of the live stream. Let me just go down a little bit here. There we go. With the $1.99 donation, $2 donation. Thank you so much. With the behind, it's really hard to see. It's like small for me on the icon. I don't know if it says behind the scene or rewind the scene. I think behind makes more sense. But thank you, Anthony, for being awesome and for supporting the channel. Easy, I think that's your name. You love John Astin. So John Astin, of course, awesome guy on many, many different things. Main guy on the Addams Family, Gomez Addams, as well as the Riddler once in Batman, which is pretty hilarious. He's still alive for those of you who don't know. Amazing actor, amazing guy. Everyone says great things about him. Great things about him. And he's also, he was in National Lampoon as well, like the movies, one of the movies. I think it's the European one, I think. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Ooh. Pawns, you ask if you could bring back one vintage show, which one would it be? Ooh. I don't know if I would want to bring it back. I kind of will go with what you're kind of saying. I will like move along with it. And what I mean by that is, I would love to have Gilligan's Island extended. I know there's other movies and stuff, but I think that show could have run a good 2 more seasons and gotten a lot of good material, which is what, more than 50% of what it is, like 50%. Oh yeah, definitely it could have been so much better. Pablo, yes, I have seen It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Pretty good movie. I thought it would be better, to be honest. I don't know why. I just thought with all these actors. I mean, it was pretty cool. It was the first like chase big movie like that. Yeah. Yeah, so Crazy World, you can find the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour on DVD. I would always recommend that. I don't get a cut of that. Some people may think I do. I don't. I think that DVDs are great because you can pop in whatever you want at any time and watch it. For people who don't want to do that, I do giveaways, so I do give these things away every once in a while. But if you actually watch them on TV, you usually don't get to choose. And that's just kind of it, unless you watch Hulu and stuff. But even then, they don't have all the episodes. So, yeah. Ian, nice. Michael, Ian, nice to see you. Scott Domenica, is that correct? Thank you for coming in the stream. That's awesome. What is your favorite TV show of all time? I Love Lucy, for sure. Absolutely. No, for those asking, I have never seen MASH. Nope. Now, Night Court is an interesting one because that's going more into the 80s. Now, okay, I'm going to do a poll here. If you guys can answer in the chat, yes or no, yes or no. Maybe I'm going to do a couple polls in this live stream. Let me know what you think. Yes or no. Would you want me to continue covering shows into the 80s? Or is 80s too new? Meaning, should I keep going all the way to the 80s, include shows that have been produced and made in the 80s? Or is that still too new for some of you? If you want me to do the 80s, say yes, and older. If you don't want that, say no. Let me know. Yeah, that'd be great. Just started doing Emergency. Just started a couple other shows, and so if you haven't checked out the latest videos, some people don't know that it's not just the video that comes out every couple days. The library stays there, and so you can hunt for stuff that I've made before, and my videos aren't dated in the sense of, yeah, you could watch a video I made 2 years ago, and it still applies to us today. A lot of people like to date their videos, meaning like, hey, this is a Christmas video. I usually don't do that, so you can watch them all the time. All right, so yes. A lot of you seem to like shows from the 80s, which is cool. Some people say it's a little too new, but the majority are saying up to the 80s. And so, yeah, that's the... Now, again, like with any era, I think once you get into a certain era, things start branching out. My argument is that when things got... The 70s were a pivotal time in TV where things either got a little rougher, a little raunchier, or stayed with the classic, like, classy type comedy. And then there was stuff that just kind of went off the rails. There was rougher stuff, and then there was more calm stuff. In the 80s, same thing. There was pure stuff in the 80s, but then there was also, like, rougher stuff, more blood and stuff that I don't really get into. Yes, there's good stuff out there. I won't name names of shows that I haven't done because that'll kind of ruin the fun. So for now, yeah, some of you want to see the stuff. And I always tell people, if you want to try to see other shows that I put on the channel, go ahead and watch them. I think it's a good thing because these are tried and true shows. I put shows that not just I love, but these are famous, popular shows. I love to put the best of the best. I'm really not into niche shows much. Like, usually these shows are in, like, the top 50 shows of all time kind of thing. So, yeah, just letting you guys know. Yeah, Three's Company, I've already made a video on it, and it was kind of a one-off video. But I will definitely be doing more Three's Company, don't worry. Yeah, isn't that crazy? 80s, yeah, I grew up in 80s, 90s shows, essentially. Meaning, like, that was the bulk of what I watched, and then I watched some old classic shows, which is, like, the other stuff, like Lucy and so forth. So, yeah, so 40, I think, again, there are people who watch shows from the 50s, 60s, and love those, and then 80s is too new. I get that. Most of my audience is, believe it or not, 50 and above. Yeah, so that's really interesting, because 50 places you, what, in the 70s, right, and meaning, like, that would be your niche show, like shows into there. If you are like 50 or late 60s, let me see, if you're like 55-ish and you're mid-50s, you'd be born in the 60s. And so it really depends. I have 70 to 80-year-old subscribers who don't watch anything in the 90s or even the 80s. So it's kind of tricky to see how far to go. And believe me, I will still come back to the shows that I always do. I won't really abandon them, especially the ones that I'm passionate about. Others I like. And then I usually don't cover shows that I don't like, to be honest. I just don't. I don't think that's my style. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. Do you have a favorite sitcom house? Yeah, the Family Matters house is my favorite. I like the layout of that a lot. Chris, have I watched Chips? Absolutely. I've been watching a lot of it lately. Yes, and I, AZDH, I have covered Get Smart before. I don't have tons of video on it, but I have a handful, 4 or 5 on there. More will be coming, for sure. But yeah, check them out. Go to my playlist. You literally type in YouTube, Rick9G Get Smart, and the playlist will come out. I always recommend that. Check out the playlist, because that's the best way to watch what I post. Whoa, we got a double super chat. I don't think I've ever had double that quick. Cassandra Kaiser with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Cassandra. Just cuz. Good to see you, Rick. Thank you, Cassandra. You've been a long time subscriber, supporter of the channel, so you mean a lot to me. Your support means a lot to me. I do appreciate it. Christine Brennan, thank you for another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You're awesome, Christine. What episode do you think I Love Lucy jumped the shark? Okay. I've heard that term before, but I want to make sure I know exactly what you're talking about. What do you mean? Can you clarify by jump the shark? Do you mean... I'm just kind of struggling. Are you mean like when did the show start to go down? Or when did they go too far? I'm not sure I know exactly the definition. So if you can let me know, I'd be happy to answer that as best I can. All right, let's see here. Hold on. Trying to catch up here. Just discovered. Okay, someone said they just discovered me. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you just discovered me. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Usually, it's a good question. What shows don't I like? I don't know. I don't think I want to list them unless someone specifically asks in like a super chat. Yeah, I don't. I'm not like that. I'm all about positivity. So, I mean, sometimes someone will ask, "Hey, do you like the show?" And maybe I'll answer. But I don't want to make a list of shows I don't like. Hey, Will D, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming back on the live stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Been a long time supporter. Definitely I'm an I Dream of Jeannie person. Absolutely. Yeah. It's really funny. Some people are asking me shows I've never even heard of, which is interesting. Oh, okay, Christine. So when did the show start to go downhill? I Love Lucy. I think we started to see suffering of that in season 6. That's my opinion. Even in the middle of season 6, there was some good stuff. I honestly think, I'm not saying they were bad, but you started to see a downtread when they started moving to the country already. I think that in itself already kind of skewed what was going on. Again, not that they're bad here at all, but just to say that that's when it started to go down, in my opinion. Parastu Mu, is that correct? I don't know if that's exactly how you say your name or your YouTube name, but thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You are awesome. You're great. You're amazing. Joe, thank you for making it to the live stream. I appreciate your lovely thoughts and efforts to the channel. I have seen a bit of Car 54. Where are you? I've seen 2 episodes. It's all right. I'll just say there. I really trust the audience in certain shows. I Love Lucy's like the greatest show of all time. Not by what I'm saying. I love it. I happen to like it. But that's a big consensus of what people say. It's just timeless. It goes beyond the decades, right? And then there's shows which you kind of never hear of, and I think there's a reason why they're not as great. Doesn't mean they're not watchable or anything like that. But yeah, Lisa, I definitely like Twilight Zone. Have made videos on them. You should check them out. Check them out for sure, for sure. Indigo Wolf, you were correct, Rick. Jump the Shark is when that one particular episode of a show started to spiral. Yeah, when they started to move to the country, there was just an overall sadder vibe. Things slowed down. Not that slowing down is bad, okay? So here's my train of thought. When things started to slow down, it changed the pace of the show. When they were in New York, everything was quick. If you notice on I Love Lucy, things were very seldom slow. Lucy's vibe was very like moving, and in the country things slowed down. There was a lot of space. It took time to get from here to there. It's like they slow down the episodes. In the hour-long thing, they slowed them down even more. The punch, the action left. There's a reason why the Three Stooges shorts are 15 minutes max. The longest one's like 19 minutes, okay? They put everything in a condensed package. That's why the hour or so even longer movies of theirs aren't that great, because the comedy is stretched, the timing is different, and that affects comedy. There's a science to it. It's kind of funny. Falco's favorite show? I guess the one that he falls asleep to the fastest. I don't know. He actually likes Hogan's Heroes. I think he likes the dogs. When the dogs start barking, that they start going after the thing, he like perks up. So I think he likes Hogan's Heroes. That's funny. Cassandra Kaiser with another $2 donation. You're awesome, Cassandra. Thank you. Your brother is a supporter of the channel as well, right? He said, "Hey, what's up, guys and gals today?" That is awesome. Did you brainwash your brother into watching the channel? You're awesome if you did. Thank you. You made me laugh today. That's great. You love season 5 Blink of I Dream of Jeannie. Why? Why? Let me know. I love to hear why. Whoa. Okay, I may be saying this wrong. I apologize. Dao Daji? If not, my apologies. So this is a donation from someone in Taiwan. You're awesome. And you explained it right there. Hello from Taiwan. I love your channel. Before you get too excited, 150 Taiwanese in Taiwanese currency is about $5. I do appreciate the $5 donation. You're awesome. You're more than generous. Thank you so much. Mr. Ed. There's a lot of subtle, adult, but clean humor in that show. I will take that to heart because I didn't know that. I never watched Mr. Ed. I've known about it. People have recommended it, but I've never seen what type of humor it is. And I can tell you that I will definitely check it out and see what's up with that show. That's cool. Do you like Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons? Finn McCool, I have a Sanford and Son playlist, or I have 2 or 3 Sanford and Son videos. More will be coming. I have one that I'm working on currently. I just want to perfect that video. I can't tell you what it is. You have to tune in and watch, subscribe, notification bell, all to know when it comes on. But yeah, it's coming. Yeah, a lot more Sanford and Son. All right, let's see. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts. I do listen to one. I won't name what it is. I'll just move forward. Let's see. Hey Emily, nice to see you. You're not late. You're perfect. Perfect timing. Abner Costello, I do. Can I just get off camera 1 second to show you guys something?
I'm still here. Don't worry.
Yeah. So. I'm actually really big into the universal horror monster genre, like Frankenstein and Dracula and all that stuff. And I have this. So these are the Abbott and Costello Meet Monsters collection. It's really cool. They meet Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the Mummy. Actually, I haven't seen all of them. I've seen the Frankenstein. I've seen the Mummy one. I haven't seen Hyde or Invisible Man. When I was watching those, something happened where I couldn't go back to it. Anyway, long story short, they're pretty funny. I like them in this because I like both. Because Abbott and Costello, I think, are funny, but they're not my favorite funny men. But I think with the monsters, it kind of seals the deal kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Hey, John, nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by on the live stream. Howard, I actually do like, don't get me wrong, the hour-long episodes. There's some of my favorites in there. The uranium episode. I love the Havana episode, the Cuban episode. I just want to make sure, the racehorse episode. I just want to pull it out to make sure I don't miss any. Let me see. Oh, I love the Milton Berle episode. Japan E. Mustache E. Summer Vacation, I actually like that one. I'm kind of a minor in terms of people don't agree with me in that, which is fine. Lucy Goes to Alaska. Lucy's a little bit of a pilot with Red Skeleton. Sun Valley one. Yeah, I love a lot in that one. So yeah. Green Hornet, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. I might have a surprise for you guys and gals on that. I'll just say that. I can't give you too much info, but it's looking good. Jared, you love the Universal monster films. Me too. Me too. Yeah, it's a really good thing to watch and enjoy. I'm really into it. No, I do strictly DVD. That's pretty much stuff that I watch. Yep. Pablo, I've never seen that. Nope. Safety Last, no. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein's pretty good. I knew that. Well, let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, so Lon Chaney Jr. is in the Frankenstein, so he's the original Wolfman. Bela Lugosi's in it. Now, there's no Boris Karloff, but there's Glenn Strange, and he's pretty good. He's all right. Like, he's a good replacement. Now, Bill Frawley, I didn't know. Guys and gals, did you know that Bill Frawley was in The Invisible Man and Abbott and Costello? I didn't know. He's listed, like, 4th on here. William Frawley. That's awesome. Who knew that? No one mentioned that. But Boris Karloff is in the Jekyll and Hyde one. That's awesome. Those are the 2 that I didn't see, so that's why I didn't know that. That's nuts, guys and gals. That's nuts. Yes. See, I learn all the time. I always make these videos from a passion, not necessarily that, I know everything, because that's not true. That's not how it works. I learn a lot. I read a lot. I research a lot. And, like, right there, I want to see who was in there, and I just learned that. I didn't know that. Bill Frawley. Was Abbott and Costello material? When was this? 51. Hold it. I gotta see this, guys and gals, now, because if this was in 1951, that's when I Love Lucy started. So you're telling me he filmed this the same year that he was in I Love Lucy? That's okay. I'm gonna have to make a video on that. See, that's how video ideas come to me. That is nuts. That's nuts. This is gonna be on my brain for like an hour and a half. Marvel Man, have to give a shout out to you for being such a great supporter. Love your luchador mask as always. You're awesome. You're awesome. BK Justice, what? He was? Oh my gosh. Everyone's giving me a mind right now. See, guys and gals, there's so much to watch. There's so much to see. And there's so much to be surprised at. Knowing Bobby Troop and Julie London are married in Emergency. Were married when I found out, right? Just all these little things. All these amazing things. So I thank you for letting me be a student with you guys, because that's how I see myself. Like, I'm a student of these shows. I want to make them live again. I want to make their memory heard. And I want to keep them fresh in your minds, give you that nostalgia, give you that loving feeling. And so that's my passion right now. So I appreciate that. Yeah, some people tell me about My Three Sons, Fred McMurray in it. I've never seen it. One of the things I don't like is that later he got kind of booted off, So yeah. Allergies, hay fever. So if you see me scratching my throat, you got me, Justice. You definitely got me. I was like, what? I would love to do some acting, to be honest. I don't know what I would do. I would model myself after literally John Ritter. Like, I watch him a lot recently on Three's Company, and he's amazing. Like, that physical, I feel I can do that. I feel my face can contort. I'm more of a facial contortist. Like, I love contorting my face, but I feel I can be physical too. I don't know how good I am at it, but yeah. Too Big, thank you so much for letting everyone know. The thumbs up to help the channel expand it means a lot. It's people like you that really spread the channel out. I have people that write me every day that show me, hey Rick, I emailed someone to let them know about you. I appreciate that stuff. Word of mouth is everything. That's how we hit 90 so fast. That's how we're going to hit 100 by the end of the year. I know, because I'm confident, because all the love and support I'm getting. It's amazing. Avery Garosa, or Avery G. Who's your favorite Addams Family character? You rang. Yes. I looked at a little bit of Green Acres. I just saw a little bit of the show. Mary Lou, nice for you to drop by. Thank you so much. I usually do that because it's like, I like salute you guys. I thank you for coming on here. I could definitely be in a situation comedy. I need good writers though. Like good writers. So I don't think I can write anything funny. But I'm talking about like I Love Lucy quality style writing. Three's Company style writing. We need people like that. We need people like that for sure. He definitely did, Jared. John Ritter passed away too soon. Every time I see him, it's a little bit sad because I'm like, right? I'm like, so a waste in the sense of, right? It was a medical thing. It was a congenital passing of this man who was so great, so physically gifted, and not much we could have done. It was just part of his biology, his body, the way he was built. But I wish, it's such a waste of comedy in terms of so much life, right? That man had so much potential. But I'm happy we have what we have of his, right? Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, Lisa Neely asked who played the hand, that is Thing, the Addams Family. Ted Cassidy. Lurch. He was Thing. Yep, I made a whole video on that. A lot of other cool facts. Go ahead, type in Rick Nige Addams Family. You'll see all my Addams Family videos. And yeah, I think you'll really enjoy some of the stuff about that. You'll enjoy it. Thank you, Too Big. Awesome. This channel is about to explode. I hope so. I really do appreciate it. Ooh, favorite Seinfeld episode? I think it moved, Jerry. That one. The parking garage. I also like, oh man, there's so many. Mulva. There's just so many moments. But I don't want to be a pirate, Jerry. Oh my god. Just good. You put the bomb on? I didn't want to put the bomb on. Why'd you put the bomb on? Oh yes. Yes. Have you seen the Lucy show with Desi Arnaz? I have. Yes, I have. Absolutely. Paul Linda's great. Do the voices of London on Hogan's Heroes? Yep, they do. Absolutely. It's cheaper. It literally is up to that. Mo does a lot of the voices from the Three Stooges. He did a lot of the radio announcers as well. Not all of them, but a good amount of them. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Jared says, you deserve 100,000. I hope you'll reach it soon. Well, thank you, Jared. It means a lot. Hopefully soon. My birthday's in August. Maybe by my birthday. I don't know. We'll see. A little ambitious, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, so Haley Z Fox. So at 100,000, you do receive a special silver play button. That, my goodness, if we get there, I'm gonna show it to you guys. I guess it's amazing. It's a big accomplishment for a channel, one that I'd be humbled to reach to that milestone. John Skinner with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, John. Saying thank you for sharing your passion in such an uplifting way. I appreciate it. I have to say something, guys and gals. Today, I put yesterday, hey, I'm gonna do a live stream. To be honest, I'm human. And before I was like, I don't know if I want to do it. I just wasn't feeling up to the energy. And I want to give you guys good content. But to be honest, I got on here. I started rolling. You guys gave me energy. You guys gave me like an uplifting. And so this energy is from you. Let me tell you. Because I was going to be like, I don't know if I want to do a live stream. Just because, stuff, life. But I'm happy I'm doing this right now. Because, again, the passion that comes from these shows. It's so great. Okay. I'm gonna plug in and again, if I don't happen to say or answer your comment directly, super chat. But if not, take a little time and then ask again, and I'll try to reach as many as I can. All right, Ricky thinks he's getting bald. I'll have that in the background because it's a funny one. Love the original Star Trek. Yeah, definitely. Jokes, yeah. Jokes. A show is only as good as the writers and the comedy and the situation. Situational comedy. Situation has to be good for the comedy to be good. That's how I see it. Yeah, definitely. Interesting, Joe Barnes. So I have seen Happy Days, but I never got really into it. I used to see it as a kid, just like casually. So it suffered, you say, focusing on Joni and Chachi. Makes sense. Yeah, I think people liked the entire thing that was going on there, you know. Lazy Homebody, I'm with you on that. And I really want to make a point here to say that this is not a one-way thing. This is not like this. You guys give me so much. And so it's very mutual. It's very symbiotic. And sometimes I'm like, what video do I make? And I think about you guys, and I'm like, ooh, like the Lucy audience needs something, or the Gilligan's Island audience needs something. Oh, this, boom, and so forth. Ricky Nichols coming with a $10 donation. Thank you so much. A super chat that made me laugh. Hey, Rick, have a burrito on me. That means a lot, Ricky. You're a very good supporter. You're actually in the credits. Most people don't know. I know you know, because you see yourself in the credits, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Patreon supporter as well, so thank you so much. Yes, so who played Lady Fingers in the Addams Family? Carolyn Jones, yep. Morticia was Lady Fingers. Hey, Wilston, let's see. I like your prepared content. Never caught a live stream. You do a nice job. Nice to see you in person. Nice to see you as well, and thank you for tuning in. Yes, I make these very spontaneous. This is live right now. You can see the red live button down below. If it's silver, then you're watching this repeated, but no. As of now, Pacific time, 6:38 p.m., it's live. Yeah, the others are very planned. I don't want to say scripted. I don't script my videos. Some people do. I don't. This, though, it's a conversation with you guys. It's a conversation with you. It's sharing with you. It's being able to talk things over with you and discuss that. So, yeah, what do you guys think about the emergency videos? What do you guys think about the Batman videos? I'm having lots of fun with the Batman videos. I just want to tune in here because I wanted to just be reminded of the last couple videos. Believe it, sometimes when this is your work, like a lot of the actors who do episodic shows, they say they'll forget from one week to another because they like memorize the script really quickly, and then next week they have to memorize another one. So it's like last week's script is gone. Kind of similar in the way that I do my videos, because then I make my videos, I really work hard on them, then I move on, then I'm like, oh, what did I do last week, you know? Chad Baxter coming down again with a nice $2 donation. Thank you so much, Chad. You're awesome. Big supporter, long-time supporter, Chad. Thank you so much. You and your family support, so I appreciate that. Keep it up. Be hopeful. I hope you're hopeful as always, Chad. Your family, your wife, your children. You've talked about your wonderful family, so I do appreciate that. When's my birthday? August 13th. August 13th coming up. I don't even know what day it'll be in August. But yeah, very, very cool. Yes, I made the video on Nimrod, Gilligan's Island, Emergency, Batman, a couple on Gilligan's Island and Batman. Filming locations for Monsters, and then a little bit of drama on I Love Lucy with Dora Singleton and Lucille Ball. It's a thing. It's a thing. It happened, guys and gals. Too Big. You love the emergency videos. Well, thank you. More will be coming on the way. I've been watching a lot more of the show. I used to watch as a kid, but very casually. Not every episode or anything like that. Yeah, the Mile High guy, I'm glad you enjoy that. Now, if you looked at my videos, you know where the trucks are, right? You know where it was filmed. A lot more really cool facts, trivia on the show. It was a groundbreaking show. Sometimes we think about a show from the 70s and we think, it can't be groundbreaking. It's the 70s. No, it was. It was very groundbreaking. First shows that really introduced us to paramedics, put in quotes, because it wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't like a profession per se. It was more like firefighters. Like, it defined the paramedic profession from a show. The show itself saved many lives, showing people about CPR, first aid, things like that. Well, deep, great question. I will answer it. Can you discuss how you make money on YouTube? I will someday. sometime. I will discuss how it works in the future, not right now. Yeah, I'll just say that. I'll keep it brief, but I will one day do that. Yep. Karen Carter, how many episodes do you have planned for Nimrod? I have a few more. I won't say how many. I'm very, very, very secretive about my work, my projects. I don't release it to anyone. Not even my family. My family watches sometimes. I'm very secretive. It's only me because I don't want things to get out. There's a lot of copycats on YouTube. When I started making videos, I was the first classic TV show guy. The first. There was nothing on I Love Lucy. There was nothing on any of the shows that I cover now, ever. Now there's more, which is fine. It became a thing. But yeah, I don't want to give anyone ideas. So I can tell you stories of people who've tried to ask stuff. So yes, I'm glad you like that I'm doing Hogan's Heroes, John. Appreciate it. Yeah, Emily, good point. Not really a lot of EMS emergency stations. Yeah, emergency was the thing. It was a thing. Let's see. Yes. Too big. A lot of... Oh, actually, all the equipment used on emergency was real. They didn't use props. It wasn't like... You know, a lot of shows, they use, like, fake stuff. Like, the chairs would be, like, really light. You can pick them up with one hand kind of thing and move them around. Not this stuff. This is all real working equipment. They wanted to make it very real, very, very real-life oriented. Yeah, Jack Webb was a brain, of course. Yeah, so absolutely. Yeah, so Emergency was a Jack Webb show. I would not call it a spin-off of Adam 12 because then you're saying that it's very different. They're very different shows. And so the reason is that yeah, I guess you could say one inspired the other, which is different from a spin-off, which is usually like the Ropers. Those characters came from, right? They came from Three's Company, and they made a show. I Love Lucy wanted to do The Mertzes. That's a spin-off, right? Family Matters is a spin-off of Perfect Strangers. Harriet Winslow was in Perfect Strangers. This is a little different, yeah. But same Jack Webb stuff. Dragnet as well. Dragnet, Emergency, Adam 12. Yeah. All right. I have not yet seen Monsters Go Home. I've seen pretty much every episode, but not that yet. Who would like... Okay, here's a question that I would have. Who would... Trying to leave this... I'm trying to make this as cryptic as possible, but so you can understand it. I don't know if I can do that. Who would like to see me do like an episode guide where I literally go through like episodes of the shows that I cover? And not in any review or anything like that, but just in a way that... window screen. Just in a way so that I know that there's shows and episodes out there that people haven't seen. I'm kind of doing that similarly with the Stooges. It's a lot more difficult than like with TV. It's just a long story to keep it short. But yeah, I think that'd be cool to go through like every episode and like to explain it, to summarize it, to highlight a couple things. And that's it. Nothing too fancy. Just literally to go through them. Just literally to be like, hey, I've watched the Monsters so much in syndication, so much on reruns, but they've never shown this one. Whoa, I'd like to see it kind of thing. Like, that's my goal with that. Yeah, let me know what you think. Yes, Jack Webb, I know exactly what you're talking about with Mr. Bookman in the Dragnet style with, yeah, Mr. Bookman. Yes, that actor I actually really love. Sergeant Friday. Yep. You're awesome, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, so making a crossover is just meaning that they're in the same universe, that they exist in the same like storyline. So yeah. Ricky Jones, Discord, I don't know if that's my thing, especially for here. I have a specific age group audience that I don't know how many would be willing to get into Discord, and it's a thing. Right now, even telling people I'm on Facebook and Instagram, those are my two main forms of communication. That people communicate out to me, say stuff to me in the messages. Here's the time to ask me those personal. Some people ask me, they're like, "Tell me about yourself." That's what the live streams are for. I'd rather not correspond personally about personal information. I'd rather correspond about shows. That's fine. But personally, maybe more here. They're like, "What city? How old are you?" Things like that. That's probably better on here. Mark Baldwin. So you think that would take too much time away from your videos? Now, are you speaking about me doing that summary type stuff? Because that would be like a video. Like literally a video showing like little segments, different scenes of the episode, explaining the story. Again, there's no analysis. It's just observation. And it's more like an encyclopedia video series on every episode. A video per kind of thing. Oh, of course, Ricky. I try to respond to as many as I can. Yeah, see, some people, they're not into... And I get it. And for some people, it's even a struggle for them to be on Facebook and Instagram. And that's fine. I don't have an email thing, because usually the email that is listed on there that some people don't even know about, but people find me on there, that's strictly for business. And what I mean is for companies and business opportunities regarding my channel, which I do get, versus people being like, "Hey, I watch your channel," which is great, but that's what this is for. That's what YouTube comments are for. That's why I opened a special Instagram and I opened a special Facebook page. And those are the 4 options. So I give you guys 4 options to reach out to me, which is great. It's a lot. All right. Emily, no, you haven't. You have not. We can see you. Again, remember, there's 103 people on here at a time, and it's really hard to get to every single comment. Some people talk to each other on here, so it's more of a pick and choose. It's what I see, and I pick and I choose, and it's not as easy as it may look. It is not. So as I mentioned earlier, Katie, I did see your comment, Katie's World. I have seen a little bit of Green Acres. Yeah, I have seen it. Will, you're not on Facebook, you're not on Twitter, not on Instagram. That's okay. You have YouTube. You're here. This is the best way to get a hold of me. If people do want to get a hold of me, then they have to make that leap to those. Those are the only options I have right now. Let's see. Not seen Turn Back the Clock. I haven't heard of it, to be honest. My favorite Martian, I'm gonna look into that show. Yep. I love when shows break the fourth wall, Karen. It's absolutely awesome. Gilligan's Island, we have the skipper. We have Norman Fell, that is Mr. Roper in Three's Company. You have Hardy from Laurel and Hardy. You have Chaplin. You have Tennessee Ernie Ford from I Love Lucy. You have... I don't think Adam West does it in Batman, but yeah, there's a lot of cool breaking the fourth wall. It's good enough where they don't do it a lot. It's just enough where you're just like, ooh, I love that, you know. All right, let me see here. I've never seen F Troop. Yeah, so my favorite Stooge. Goodness, it's a battle between Mo and Shem. I was the biggest Mo fan, and you have known since you've seen I know a lot of you have seen my 53 Three Stooge videos. If not, you check it out. Shameless plug right there. I've started to fall more and more in love with Shemp. He's amazing. He's subtle. He's not boisterous like Curly is. He gets boisterous. He's like Jim Carrey. We get a little more demure, a little more calm, a little more... It's a different type of comedy. It's just there, and it's what I love. I love Shemp. Shemp is amazing. Randy coming in with a $10 donation. Thank you so much, Randy. You are amazing. You've been a long-time supporter, long-time advocate for the channel. By the way, I think we talked about you being, if I'm not mistaken, Randy, a moderator. Have talking to moderators. If you're still interested in being moderators, I need a few. So make sure to let me know through my Facebook page, through Instagram. You can also Twitter message me, or yeah, those are the options. Mr. Roper turning the camera was best because it was like, oh, I don't know. I can't describe it. He was so smug. He was just so like sharp. He was like, I'm funny. Did you like my joke? But then, for example, Skipper and Gilligan's Island was like, are you as frustrated I am at this guy, this Gilligan, right? It's like, ugh. Although Roper's is like, I made a snarky comment. You liked it, right? And it's just different. You can do so much. I don't believe people when they say, I super disagree with anyone who says that all the best comedy has been done. I don't think because good comedy has been done, there's none left. I don't believe in that. Limits, everything is unlimited. I believe there's so much potential to make a good show. You can bar off of these shows. Three's Company, I don't want to ruin it, but Three's Company overshadows or uses a lot of inspiration from I Love Lucy. I've seen it. It's there. It's really impressive. But they don't copy. They get inspired. And that's a big difference. Yep. Ever done the Twilight Zone, Queen, Cersei? Yes. Check out my, it's called Twilight Zone playlist, Rick 90. Just look it up, search it up. Again, you can do this for all my shows, guys and gals. I Dream of Jeannie, I Love Lucy, Addams Family, Munsters, Hogan's Heroes, Gilligan's Island, what else? Get Smart, Sanford and Son. The list goes on and on. Just type it in, Rick 9G with the show, and you'll see what comes up. I miss John Ritter too. David Davenport coming in with an awesome $20 donation. You're awesome, David. Is it difficult sometimes to come up with fresh material of the shows you cover? Sometimes it is. Yes. Sometimes not. Sometimes yes. It's a challenge. You have to be creative. That's why I don't do shows, David, that I don't enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy them or you don't know a lot about them, you will be pressed for content. You will just be able to make one video and then you're done. You can't come up with anything else. But when you know a show through and through, that's how you make close to 250 videos on I Love Lucy. That's how you make over 60 videos on Gilligan's Island, when you know the show. If not, it's a bit of a struggle. Let me finish reading your comment. Some of the playlists have more videos than others. Yes. How do you manage to juggle them all as well as you do? I appreciate that. There's a reason for it. There's no secret. The more videos in a playlist, the more I like a show, or the more I'm familiar with the show and like it. Again, there are shows that I love that I haven't made videos on, and sometimes I focus on more. Sometimes people have a bigger response to a certain show, and then I make more, because I want to make shows that you want to watch. I don't want to make it on a show that little people even watch. Yeah. I don't want to make a show on maybe Fringe. I like Fringe, but it's a show from the 2000s. And I don't know how many people watched it, especially if you're 70 to 80 years old, which is a good portion of my audience, whereas they would watch I Love Lucy, if that makes sense. So it's a very big balancing act. It's not as easy as it looks. It's a challenge. It's not just upload a video and go. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes. So I appreciate that question, David. That's a great question. Yeah, Will D, I am into flying. Yes. Have my license. All of that. Randy, let me. You're a moderator, Randy. You won the blue wrench. Right there. Thank you so much, Randy. Please hit and subscribe bell and like this live. Thank you so much for saying that, Randy. Well, Wellston, you saying you never... So Wellston says, I never caught you, meaning Rick 9G, being wrong on the facts yet, and I grew up watching these shows. I'm not perfect. I'm the first one to say that. I make mistakes in my videos. But I own up to them, and I put them in the description. I'll put a correction in there if I do make a mistake. Sometimes it happens. It's like you make a TV show and you have a blooper. It happens. But, this is my work. This is what I do. And so I work really hard to do this. Yeah, I work really hard to do this, and I research a lot, and I do my homework. It's my work. So yeah, I appreciate that. That's a very, very great compliment. Yeah, so if you are interested in that, Christopher, didn't we talk about that? I talked about a couple people for moderators, but now it's slipping my mind. Yeah, Jared, like, you guys gotta write me. You gotta write me, and we gotta talk about it off here because I gotta tell you what it entails and so forth. But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Favorite Monsters episode? Ooh, I love the one where he gets hit by the car and he falls back. The one where he has amnesia, where he's John Doe. I love that one. The one where he's the drag racer. Oh man, there's so many. The one where he buys a used car from Frank Gorshin. Amazing. Mary, you love my blooper videos. Well, thank you so much. I will be making more on the way. You guys will see what is coming up because I can't spoil it. Is I Love Lucy your favorite TV show to cover? Or is it your favorite show to watch? Favorite show to cover? Oh, to cover, it's one of the top 5, but it's my favorite show to watch. And so that's why I watch it so much that right now as I'm watching this scene with the olive oil and the Ricky's getting bald, I'm getting an idea for a show. So yeah. I have not covered the Andy Griffith Show. Surprising. I know. Lisa, I made an episode on Spot. You should check it out. It's in my Monsters playlist. I think you'll like it. I talk all about Spot. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about the Andy Griffith Show. I love Don Knotts. I think Andy Griffith's a genius. I just don't think I'm in the slow-paced mood right now to go with Andy Griffith. I used to watch as a kid, but I never got into it, meaning like I never found out about the intricacies of it. But it's always a possibility. Andy Griffith's a good candidate. Alright, how long have I been on here? Wow, 1 hour 57 minutes, guys and gals. That is awesome. Oh, Wellston, absolutely. I definitely took it as a compliment. I do appreciate it. And it's not to me knocking on them, but a lot of people ask me to do the show, and I'm hesitant because, like, I know my craft, if that makes sense. There's some things that I don't want to even touch because I don't know a lot about, and fans are on it. They're on it, and if you're not on it, you'll look like a fool. Meaning the YouTuber who does that, and I don't want to look like a fool in that way. I want to know what I'm talking about. I want to be right, and people fact check me all the time. So if I'm not correct, then I don't want to do that. So that's sometimes why maybe I don't make a lot of videos on a certain show and so forth. There's a lot that goes into this, guys and gals. Yeah. Would I ever cover a show from this century? Of course I would. Yep. Ronnie Howard was on Andy Griffith. Absolutely. Yeah, he became a big-time producer. Apollo 13, one of the great movies ever. I have not been to the Munsters Mansion in Texas, but I have been to the real Munsters Mansion here in Universal Studios. Absolutely. Great show. Definitely. Let's see here. Okay, let me go back. Okay. There's a lot of things I'm managing over here, guys and gals. Let me know. 5 more minutes. Let's do 5 more minutes, guys and gals. Any questions on the shows, especially the ones I've covered recently? Like I said, I've done a good amount of Emergency for just coming out. Gilligan's Island's getting up there in playlist videos. 60, there's more coming. I have so many ideas. So many ideas. It means a lot. Very, very cool. Ronnie Howard and Bill Mummy, right? Both in very, very, very just like in every show, right? Like Twilight Zone, Lost in Space. Yeah, child actors are very popular at the time, and they used them when they could because it was so hard to get them, kind of like to get everything working. And so if you had a good experience with a child actor, you'd recommend them to another show and then be like, hey, this kid is no questions asked, use him, need him, he's good, boom, put him in, right? Get him, got him, good, boom, put him in, kind of thing, right? So yeah. Well, thank you, Queen. I think that you'll absolutely enjoy it. I have 1,300 videos. It's a lot. But there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff hidden sometimes in there. Some videos that don't even have tons of views that I think are great videos, but for many reasons, which I won't go into, they don't get viewed as much, or the algorithm was off that month. A lot of stuff. But really cool, fun stuff. I have more shows I'm going to premiere that I'm going to get into. I'm going to also come back to the tried and true ones, Batman, do more of Lucy, don't worry. But I'm going to venture into more things, not crazy, but I do want to fill out some of the playlists, thicken them out a little bit with more content. It's a balance. I have seen One Tab with Joe Besser. It was a remake. It wasn't my favorite, I have to tell you. But that was just one, so I have to watch more. Loretta, thank you so much for the $10 donation. How do you select a show to cover on your channel? And our family loves your channel. Well, thank you. Salute, thumbs up, hand clap to all your family for watching. Great question. How do I select a show to cover on your channel? Number one, I have to like it. That may seem like logical, but it's not. Some channels, not digging them or anything, just cover anything. They're just like, what gets more views, they cover that. I don't. I go for things that I actually love, I'm a fan of. Or I research, I get interested, and I like them. There's a reason why I don't cover certain shows, and I probably never will, because I never liked them or never got into them. That's just the reality. Yeah, so that's how I select a show to cover. If I've covered it already, there's other decisions that go into that are just too complex to get into. Maybe I could do a whole video on that. But yeah, that is a great thing. I appreciate it. And thank you, Randy, for always doing an amazing job for your initial moderator position today. And that's awesome. I Dream of Genie or Bewitched, Mark? I Dream of Genie, absolutely. That's just my choice. That's just my choice. All right, let's see, a couple more minutes. Let's just go 2 minute timer. Let's so at 1:05. Three Stooges meets Hercules sounds so ridiculous. It's like the Abbott and Costello. I have not seen those, but I really want to watch it. You mentioned Inger Stevens. She's absolutely amazing. She was in Twilight Zone, one of my favorite episodes. And dang, it's just really hard to think about her loss, her passing as well. I've never watched Soap. Emily, nope. But I have to tell you guys and gals, I really am determined when I hit 100,000 to make a classic cartoon channel. So if you want that, I need 100,000 subscribers at least in this channel before I start the other one, because it's like another task. It's another big thing, and I'm gonna bounce back and forth between Rick 9G, this one, which is all live action, all human people, and classic cartoons. I want to do Jetsons. I want to do Flintstones. I want to do, oh man, there's so many. Maybe Yogi Berra, maybe Woody Woodpecker, Pink Panther. There's so many. And so let me know, guys and gals, by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Karen Carter, absolutely. You know what your question is. I don't want to mention it because I'm a little stinker, but yes, absolutely. Yep. So yeah, so if you guys are already subscribed, that's good. Or get the word out to other people. I'm confident we're going to hit 100,000, but we have to get there first before I can even consider another channel. I had another channel on cars, and it was more like a thing that I just did. but I want to make another channel because I don't want to mix cartoons in here because some people are just not into it. But if you're into live action and cartoons, just go on both, and just you'll get. This will still be my main channel, but every once in a while you might get a cartoon thing going on if we reach that milestone. So yeah. I think it's awesome. I'm excited about it. I'm really, really, really excited about it. All right. Yeah, I do have a Patreon page. Links are in the description below. To Instagram, Facebook page. Write me up on there. People message me on Facebook. On Instagram, just add me. All that. Silent Cartoons? Absolutely. Thank you, Too Big. You're awesome. Flintstones. All that. Hello, Fred. I love that stuff. Oh, man. Guys and gals, there's so much I can do. There's an avalanche of content out there waiting to be touched. Waiting to be massaged. And I've had some comments, not everyone, some people, they usually say, what do they say? Rick, be sure and talk less, because no, my point is I dissect, I massage, I let you guys ruminate on these shows. That's what I do. And so, absolutely. Greg, absolutely. I definitely would undertake that show as well. Yeah, all my links are down below. Everything you need to know are in the description. Thank you so much, guys and gals. Thank you so much to Randy, the moderator. First-time moderator. Did an amazing job. Did a super amazing job. Yeah, you hit subscribe to subscribe. If it says subscribe with an ED, you're already there. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. Thank you so much. We'll do a live stream very, very soon. And yeah, more videos coming out soon. I'm working on one for release soon, so stay tuned. Love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Guys and gals, you're awesome. And don't forget, no matter what, be hopeful.